Alright, so this is the Witch Cult of Incessant Rage, 1098 points. With that, it's led by Succubus Anna, straight out of Kimura. She currently has a +2 move combat drug. Behind her we have the Blood Rides. Their combat drug is +2 leadership. I have a Venom, obviously no combat drugs for them. And then as we pan out, you see I have 2 Hellion squads. The one on the left has Adrenalite, which gives them +1 attack. The one on the right has Grave Lotus, which is +1 strength. And then in the back, we have 4 Reaver Jetbike squads. 2 of them on the left have Heat Lances. One of them has Serpentine for +1 weapon skill. And the other one has Hypex for +2 move as well. And then over on the right, those are armed with blasters. One of them has Painbringer for +1 toughness, and so does the other one. So they're both rocking toughness 5. That is just under 1100 points, ready to play this tactical objective mission against the Thousand Suns.
Hey guys, this is my 1120 point list of Thousand Suns. Over here we have an Exalted Sorcerer. We play a Patrol Detachment. Then I have here an 11-man squad of Rubrics, Icon of Flame, Soul Reaper, and the 11th one is an additional Warp Flamer. Over here we have 5 Terminators with Hellfire Missile Rack and Soul Reaper Cannon. Over here we have again 10-man Rubrics, Soul Reaper, Icon of Flame. And over there we have a Hellforged Contemptor Dreadnought with Multi-Melter and Siege Claw. So that's my 1120 point list for today's match.
And so how many command points is that total?
3.
3 plus the 3?
No,
or total 3?
Total 3, because it's just Patrol.
Okay, awesome.
What is the location?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, mostly gentlemen we know. Today's mission is going to be Deadlock from the Maelstrom of War Tactical Mission Objectives. The deployment style was Search and Destroy. Since I rolled to place the first objective, Simon chose that corner there, and we'll explain why here in just a second. So the Dark Eldar are in this corner here. As far as objectives, we have objective number 2 there. Objective number 4 up very high where only flyers can go. Objective number 6 here. Objective number 1 here. Objective number 5 here. And objective number 3 surrounded by Thousand Suns there. Couple last notes. My Warlord trait for the Succubus, who is rocking her Archaic Glaive, of course, along with a Impaler, is to ignore wounds on a 6, which means she'll have 2 chances on a 6. Simon, your Warlord trait?
Is the same.
Is the same. And your Psychic powers?
Warp Time and Prescience.
Okay, so at this point, I am going to attempt to steal the initiative. We had our roll-off. Simon won. He rolled a 6, I rolled a 5. Simon did drop all of his units first. So I need a 6 to seize the initiative. That's a 1. And we all know how I feel about using command points to reroll that. Just don't do it. Alright, so Thousand Suns, turn 1. Two more important notes about the mission though, Deadlock. Number 1, we start with 6 tactical objectives cards and we start working our way down each round. And then the second thing you need to know is Strategic Deadlock says that from the start of the 3rd battle round, the command point cost of all stratagems used by players is doubled. So you're going to want to use those early. Otherwise, you're going to be paying premium for them. Of course, we have Slay the Warlord, First Blood, and Line Breaker. So Simon, good luck. Thousand Suns, to you. Turn 1.
Hey guys, this is Thousand Suns, movement turn 1. First of all, the objectives. I have Secure Objective 2, Secure Objective 4, Defend Objective 4, Defend Objective 6, Advance, and Witch Hunter.
It's a pretty good draw.
Solid, I would say.
Yes.
In total, I just actually moved my Hellforged Contemptor towards Objective 6. Everyone else stayed still. And then I deep stroke my Terminators to objective of 4 over here.
Alright, so next will be the psychic phase.
Okay guys, this is Thousand Suns turn 1 psychic phase. Unfortunately I couldn't manage to manifest prescience on my dread. But on the other hand, I got a small smite on these Reaver jet bikes over there, managing to strip 1 mortal wound. So this was psychic phase, and now going to Thousand Suns shooting phase, turn 1. Hey guys, this is Thousand Suns turn 1 shooting. These Terminators shot everything in this toughness 5 reverse. I used my stratagem Veterans of the Long War for +1 wounding. So negating this combat drag bonus. Killing 3 I think.
Kill 2 and put a wound on the 3rd.
Yes. Over here, my Hellforge Strat Contemptor hit the Venom and stripped away 5 wounds. Combi Bolter did nothing. The rest is stayed still or was not in range.
Alright, so there's no assaults, obviously, but there's one more I'll check for that bike. Anything but a 6 will be good. That is a 3, so I'm going to stick around with my 1 wound biker. Alright, Dark Eldar, Drukhari, turn 1, coming up.
By the way, we forgot to mention that I scored objective 4 and I'm discarding Witch Hunter.
It's hard to get Witch Hunter when the opponent doesn't have any witches.
Yes.
I brought Blood with Brides instead. Alright, Drukhari, turn 1. Okay, on Drukhari, turn 1, we drew secure objective 2, which is right in the woods there. Secure objective 5, which is already secured by Simon's Thousand Suns. Secure objective 6, which is right in the center. Matter of fact, Simon has defend objective 6, so right now we've moved enough Reavers that we're actually going to control it this turn. And then we got overwhelming firepower behind enemy lines and no prisoners. For my movement, my biker who was really hurting with 1 wound, I didn't want to give up first blood, so he advanced down here. Of course, Dark Eldar bikers are extremely fast, can go 24 inches. The bike squad that was behind them has moved into the ruins, and they're currently securing objective 2. Everyone else advanced forward. Actually, the first bike squad did not advance. That second one did. The witches did. The Venom did not. This squad of Hellions in the lead advanced 2 inches, knowing that it was going to start costing me double starting on turn 3. I re-rolled it and rolled another 2, unfortunately, so I can't get in range of that squad there. So we'll try to just throw some poison into the Dreadnought. I know it's futile, but we gotta try. And then this squad back here also advanced. So getting ready to go on to Drukhari shooting phase, turn 1. Drukhari turn 1 shooting. Unfortunately, those bikes could not see those Terminators, but that means those Terminators can't really see those bikes at this point, so we're okay with that. Having advanced the Horde forward, we did put a heat lance shot at the Dreadnought, but missed. Needed 4 because they advanced. The Blaster managed to hit. Simon failed his saves, managed to do 2 wounds that way. The Venom and this squad of bikes put all their shots into that squad, but it was really with Simon's 2-up save and not very many shots, we didn't manage to kill anybody, and that's not surprising. What is surprising is these Hellions, which advanced, shot at the Dreadnought, did a whole mess of hits, and ended up doing 3 wounds. Simon failed 2 of his 3 saves, so we took another 2 wounds off with the Hellions. He's down to 6. Now for scoring, I managed to score secure objective 2, and then with my 2 Reaver jet bikes, secure, sorry, I got defend objective 6, so I need to hold that for another round. We'll see if that happens. And Simon got defend objective 4, but I've prevented him from defending objective 6 at the very minimum, so we're looking okay. So with that, we'll go to Simon's turn 2.
Hey guys, this is Thousand Suns turn 2 movement phase. First of all, I draw Kingslayer and Master of the War. so at least Master of the Warp should be achievable. In the movement phase, I just moved this rubrics over here down one floor, still contesting the objective. These rubrics stay where they are, and this Terminator's also moved one floor down, and yeah, we are going out to Psychic phase.
Try to get that Master of the Warp going.
Hey guys, this is Thousand Suns Psychic phase turn 2. With the Exalted, I managed to strip a wound with a Perils double 6 on this Reaver squad. 2 wounds actually just. Then I rolled for the warp table. I got 2 wounds. I could, with my Warlord trait, could ignore 1 wound, so he's just down to 4 wound now. The other aspiring also managed to wound a Reaver over there, so I had 2 psychic phases, two psychic powers. And over there in the beginning, I changed his smite for warp time, and he manifested warp time, so they just jumped out 1 down, so giving me Master of the Warp card for the later D3 victory point.
Let's go ahead and roll the D3, see what you get.
It's a 1, unfortunately.
It's a 1 indeed. Alright, that helps out. We'll go to the Thousand Suns shooting phase.
Hey guys, this is Thousand Suns shooting turn 2. As you can see, I blowed up the Venom with the Soul Reaper. Then with the Inferno Bolters, I killed these 3 Reavers over there, and I managed to kill with the Dread, with the Combi Bolter and the Multi-Melter 2 Hellions. And this is my shooting actually, and we're going now to charge phase. Turn 2,000 Suns.
Okay, so when the Venom blew up, it did a mortal wound to everyone within 6 inches. So that was 1 to that Reaver squad, 1 to the Witch squad, you see her missing there. 1 to this Hellion squad, and 1 wound on that Reaver right there. So pretty effective blow up right there. So we'll go on to the charging phase next.
So guys, Thousand Suns turn 2 assault phase done. Unfortunately, I just scored Master of the Warp as mentioned before. And because I blew up the Venom, so I got first blood. Unfortunately, I couldn't make the assault with an 8.
It was close.
Inch range, and I roll a 7.
Thankfully, you were out of command points.
Yes, because I would reroll this one. That's going now to Drukhari, turn 2.
All right. Did you want to discard any cards, Simon?
Wait, do I want? No, I don't think so.
Okay, so Drukhari turn 2. Okay, at the beginning of the Drukhari turn 2, we pulled Secure Objective 5, which is ironic because we just discarded Secure Objective 5, so guess what we're going to be discarding again, because back there is Objective 5. Alright, on to movement. In the Drukhari turn 2 movement phase, the Succubus took advantage of her drugs to move 10 inches. She's about 1 inch away from the Dreadnought. The Witches came around the building. These bikes came up as well using their 16-inch move. I moved forward with the Hellions, the smaller squad. They have the drug, which gives them +1 attack. The squad back here has the +1 strength, and the squad that just secured me by 1 point, number 2, with objective 2 back there, has moved back here on top of this guy's shield landing platform. So, on to Drukhari shooting phase. Drukhari turn 1 shooting, and what a turn of shooting it was, as this Heat Lance shot at the Dreadnought, and despite needing a 5 to win, wounded, and then did a total of 5 damage, leaving him on 1. And the other Heat Lance there hit him as well. Failed the wound. I used a command point in order to reroll it and ended up destroying him. A bunch of splinter shots ended up taking out 2, 4, 6,000 suns, and the phantasmal grenade launchers from both the Hellion squads hit. Of course, only one of them affects, but one of them is going to be enough. So Simon will be at -1 leadership there. So all in all, great round of shooting. We'll go into assault next. In the assault phase, for the Drukhari on turn 2, the Succubus failed to make the charge against Simon's Warlord, and also that squad up on top. I didn't feel like chancing it with my bikes or my Hellions after that, due to the fact that Warp Storm Flamer is right there. Figured hopefully he'll roll poorly on his leadership. He needs to roll a 1 in order to not lose anybody. If he rolls high, I could really cripple that squad, so that's what we're going for here. Not yet, Simon, not yet. As far as scoring, just a little bit of strategy here. I had behind enemy lines, and my plan was to use the Succubus and have her come around the Dreadnought, stay an inch away, in order to get 3 units into Simon's lines. Unfortunately, or fortunately, we'll see how it turns out, we ended up killing the Dreadnought in the shooting phase. So what that means is I get no prisoners for 1 point, overwhelming firepower for 1 point, and behind enemy lines for 1 point. That brings me up to a total of 4 points. I'm going to discard secure objective 5. Simon, did you get any points at this point?
Nothing.
Okay, so this is a big leadership roll. He needs a roll of 1, otherwise he's going to lose some Thousand Suns. A 2, so he just loses 1. I was hoping for more than that. All right, we're on to turn 3, and with that, all of the stratagems cost double points. And I got 2 command points left, so we'll have to use those wisely. Turn 3, Thousand Suns.
Hey guys, this is end of movement phase, turn 3000 Suns. Because I couldn't achieve last round an objective, so I still have my 4 objectives. Here over there I advanced my Terminators from here to there. Then over here I moved this Rubiks down, but before I did this one I moved and advanced my Exalted over here. And I moved this Rubiks out of this ruin, yes. So this was my movement, and now we're going to Thousand Suns Psychic phase.
Okay, just because you didn't take the 4 wound marker with you, doesn't mean he doesn't still have 4 wounds. So
Zinj always blesses us.
That was a good try. So, Psychic phase, dangerous. Here we go.
So guys, this is Thousand Suns turn 3. I manifested warp time on these guys after I advanced them and grab objective 2 over there. Then I could manage to put prescience on my Rubik's squad over there. And then he smited this Reavers. The small aspiring also smited the Reavers for 2 wounds, for 2 models lost in total.
Yeah, total 3 wounds.
Yes. And this sorcerer also got 1 wound on the Hellions. So quite a good Psychic phase, I would say.
I would say so too. Now on to the shooting phase, which promises to be good too. We'll see what's left.
So guys, this is turn 3 shooting phase. As you can see, here's a lot of wound markers. So this squad annihilated, I think, 4 or 5 in total. 4 in total Hellions. Then this squad over here, the Soul Reaper was killed this one Reaper, and the Inferno Bolters were shooting at this Witches, which might make his 6 of Feel No Pain 2 times.
My first Feel No Pain roll successful this evening, so I feel pretty good about that.
Yes, so this was a good shooting phase actually, and now we go for assaults.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, this is Thousand Suns turn 3 assault phase. As you can see, the Hellions are wiped out. Unfortunately, I just roll barely a 5 or a 4. I hope to roll more that I can get in close combat with the Succubus. So then I piled in towards her. She swat back, and then she killed 2 Rubrics, tying her up. So this was assault phase turn 3.
Okay, so morale test. These Witches have +2 leadership due to their combat drugs. Feels good, man. So don't have to take a morale test. Those guys are at -1 because when they charged in, I managed to hit them with the Phantasmal Grenade Launcher. So anything... Yeah, but 6 would be bad. 2, so he's fine. Okay, Simon, did you score anything this turn?
I just scored actually secure objective 2.
All right, how many points did that put you on?
I should have then like 6 points now.
6 points. All right, let's see what the Dark Eldar can do as our lines are starting to thin.
And I'm discarding the defend objective 6.
Defend objective 6.
Yeah.
It's been a heck of a fight over there. I don't blame you for that. I have to see if I score defend objective 6. Do you have anybody within 3 inches right now?
Yes.
You want to measure that real quick? Yeah, you got him. Yeah, we're going to get that defend objective 6 before this game's over. And we're just ignoring those guys. Alright, Drukhari turn 3. Just a reminder, weapon skill is at 2. It came in handy for the succubus. Let's see who else it helps this turn. Drukhari turn 3, the first thing we did was we vacated our deployment zone in order to get advanced, so that one biker that was here with the 1 wound advanced up 24 inches and is hiding out over here now. He does not want to mess with that right there. Succubus remain in combat. Bikes move down from the Sky Shield landing pad down here to probably help her out. Hellions move forward, as did the witches. At first I was thinking it looked like a long way away, but then remembered witches have an 8-inch movement, so it might be possible. There's a lot of Overwatch that's going to be coming at them, but it might be worth a shot. We got to see what happens in the shooting phase first. So Drukhari turn 3. So turn 3 Drukhari shooting phase started with the witches. They were unfortunately out of the dark light grenade range of 6 inches. It would have had to have been the leader who used it for the Blood Bride, so she elected to use her blaster pistol, hit and wounded. Simon rolled a 6 for a save, his invul save, so all was good there. The splinter pistols didn't do much to help out the situation. Bikes, they were out of the heat lamps range, but they did shoot their 2 splinter guns, but to no effect. The Hellions continue to impress. They managed to kill 2 with their shots. Poor rolls by Simon. He had 5 saves to make. He failed 2 on a 2-up. And then they also hit with the Phantasmal Grenade Launcher, so -1 leadership. So next up is Drukhari Assault. Drukhari turn 3 Assault, and it was bloody. It started off with my Hellions charging into the Rubrics. The Rubrics killed 2 in Overwatch, which wasn't helpful. I needed a 9-inch charge. My original roll was a 7, but thanks from Power for Pain, I was able to re-roll it, and you got my 9, just barely getting in. And that cleared the way for the witches, who were considerably closer. Needed a 5-inch charge to make it in. And just by the way, charging from 9 inches out prevented Simon from using his Warp Flamethrower of Death. So that's the way I went with that one. Overall, I think I killed 2 more in combat, maybe 3. I didn't do any wounds to the Sorcerer. In return, the Sorcerer killed 2 of my Hellions, which was pretty good, but maybe not good enough. We'll do morale here in a second. Over here, the Reavers charged in and did 1 mortal wound with the Grav Amp, and then, I'm sorry, the Grav, the Grav.
The Graphing.
And then killed the Aspiring Sorcerer, just with the Blade Veins, stealing the kill from the Succubus. They will be dealt with later. So as far as scoring, I got Witch Hunter for killing the Aspiring Sorcerer. I got Advance after I got everyone out of my deployment zone. And I'm getting rid of Defend Objective 4 because that's way back here and just not tenable. So with that morale phase, I'll go ahead and roll for my Hellions. Okay, 4 plus 5 is 9, so I'm going to lose an additional Hellion.
I have 3, so I'm...
You lost 5, plus you got hit by the Phantasmal Grenade Launcher, so you also lose 1, Simon. We should lose 1.
Which one? Let's take...
Alright, so after turn 3, we were all tied up 6-6. So we'll see where this combat goes. I think it's going to be decisive.
So hey guys, we recap now the whole turn of mine, because I don't have so much things. So actually the close combat was going on here. Unfortunately, Psychic phase this time failed completely. I couldn't even strip 1 mortal wound on these guys over here.
Well, you did succeed in one thing, Simon, over here.
Just the warp time over there.
Warp time got those guys.
Yeah, to get the shot on the Succubus, but on this we come later on.
Yes.
In close combat, shooting flamer took one guy out, and the pistol also one guy, and in close combat the sorcerer killed I think also 2 guys.
Yeah, so total wiped out the Hellions, all 5 of them. In return, the witches didn't do any wounds that stuck, so it was all 1,000 Suns in this particular combat. And you want to cover the Succubus now?
Yes. So as I mentioned before, I warp timed them. 8 shots of Combi Bolter inside, Soul Reaper and Hellfire Missile Rack. Just managed to strip off 2 wounds and very good rolls on the 4-up and on the 6-up.
Get one of the 6-up.
So unfortunately I couldn't score any objective. I discarded secure objective 1. So let's see how it works out.
Well, for my part, I finally defended objective 6. Both you and I have been fighting over that for 4 turns now. So 2 points to the Drukhari. We'll pull 3 cards for this round and see what happens. If you hear snoring in the background, it's that one right there. This one's wide awake. Okay, so Drukhari turn 4. It was a good one. The Dark Eldar looking for a hero. Found it in this biker who had his squad shot up during turn 1. He's been wounded. He's been hiding. But having drawn mission critical objective and rolling a 1, he was just the guy to get there. Everyone else moved up. The Succubus actually got the bikes in. The Sorcerer was not in combat after he killed all the Hellions, so got the one with the heat lance right just an inch away from him, but he rolled a 2 and missed, so it really didn't matter. The combat ended. The Succubus and the Witches combined to kill all of the Sorcerers, and not the Sorcerers, the Rubrics. Actually, they had help from this bike. He killed the last 2. Didn't put any wounds on his Sorcerer. His Sorcerer returned and got 1 wound on me. So at the end of 4, the Drukhari are going to score mission critical objective number 1. And we're going to throw away secure objective 4. So back on Simon's turn 5.
So hey guys, this is turn 5, 1,000 Suns. I actually just moved him up a little bit here. No psychic shenanigans over there. Then the heroic exalted
Smited the heck out of me.
Smited the heck out of you and killed and put 1 wound in close combat against this Reaver.
I saved that one.
And he saved that one.
Yeah, but he did 3 wounds in the psychic phase, which was pretty good, and he also prescience himself.
Yes.
So we discussed it. Right now, my Succubus and the Witches are more than 1 inch away, and they didn't have a chance to consolidate in because those particular Rubik Marines weren't killed until after their turn had gone, so I'm not able to swing with them this turn. But we'll see what happens next turn. As far as scoring any objectives, Simon?
Nothing.
Nothing? Do you want to throw anyone away?
I'll throw away advance.
Okay, advance is going away. Alright, I'll draw my objectives and we'll see you at the end of turn 5 for the Drukhari. So the Drukhari on turn 5 made use of their exceptional movement. The biker broke from combat in order to move up here with the fly keyword. He shot down with his heat lance, hit the sorcerer, wounded him. Simon still his save, and I did 1 wound. But that's okay because I brought the blaster over as well from up there. The hero the Drukhari need with the blaster, he also did 1 wound. No problem because we had the blast pistol from the Hecatrix. And she managed to kill him. So we do get Warlord at that point, and we are halfway to defending objective 5, which will be worth 2 points. Simon's going to make 1 last gambit to see if he can win, but actually we got to roll to see if the game ends.
Yes.
I spent my last 2 command points re-roll on the blast, by the way. Got another 1. All right, so on a 1 or 2, the game ends. That is a 6. So Simon, your last gambit, brother.
Yes.
Good luck.
Let's go.
But not too good of luck. Thousand Suns, turn number 6, Simon's last gambit. Go ahead, brother.
It was really weak time. I moved them up over here, warp timed them. I was in range. The Hellfire missile rack shoot at this Reaver bike over there. The reason behind was this because he's defending objective 5. So get rid of him would deny 2 points for Mike. Fortunately, he's safe with a feel no pain. The 6-up feel no pain.
Yes.
This 1 wound on D3 on D3 wounds, and then the whole bunch shooting of the rest.
Well, to be clear, you rolled a 2 on the D3. I failed my armor save.
Yes.
And then I had 2 chances at the feel no pain, and I made 1 of them. Okay, go ahead, brother.
So going ahead here, the succubus was shot by 8 combi bolters, and the Soul Reaper just getting rid of 2 wounds. She survives with 1 wound. Here also again good saves.
Very good invulnerable saves.
Yes, so it's over, man.
So I got 10 points for my objectives, plus I got Slay the Warlord and also Linebreaker.
So it's in total then 10 to 8.
12 for me,
12.
and then you got 8 because you have Linebreaker as well and First Blood. So
yes.
12-8, great game, my friend. We'll be back tomorrow morning with the wrap up, or right after this for you guys. So that was another hard-fought battle report. This time, my Drukhari, second time playing with them against your Thousand Suns. Still a relatively new army for you, right?
Yes, completely new. Well, first of all, I have to still wait for the index, for the codex for mine. And your Drukhari, yeah, they counter my immobility actually quite a lot.
Yeah, so especially with the tactical objective missions, the Drukhari's phenomenal movement, especially for the Witch Cult, really helps them out to get those objectives. I think it showed at the end of the game, being able to disengage from combat with my bike to go up to objective 5 and defend that one, and you know, all the other movements. They also allowed me to pretty much, I can't say, well, I did ignore your Terminators, but unfortunately your Terminators did not ignore me.
No, they didn't ignore you. I mean, they had 2 times the killing blow on their aim to kill your succubus, and that I could get Slay the Warlord and Kingslayer. That would be very nice and handy, but unfortunately 4-ups in wounds.
4-up, 6-up, 6-up is a thing.
Yes, that's a thing.
Yeah.
So all the whole bunch of shooting of Terminators was going there twice, and yeah, and with this Reaver Jackbite on objective 5, this was also ridiculous. Saved it with a 6-up, feel no pain.
Oh yeah, well, you know, 2 chances. It's not unheard of. So that 6-up, feel no pain comes in handy. That's for sure. I did. It was really late when we recorded last night, so I did forget that Dark Eldar turn 4, they become immune to psychology and don't have to take break tests, and then turn 5, they make you subtract 1 from your leadership. So won't make that mistake again, hopefully. Power from Pain is really cool. I do enjoy those rules, and look forward. Thankfully, you didn't have too many vehicles. You had the Dreadnought.
Yes, the Dreadnought. Yeah, it is first of all a fire magnet, mostly, because people know what you can do. Well, this defending objective 6, this was kind of interesting because we both had it.
Yeah.
And there on objective 6, there was a real slaughter going on. So you had to defend, I had to defend, and in a way, because you didn't charge me, so I could then shoot on you all the time, so it was bloody over there.
Yeah, neither one of us could control it for more than 1 turn until the end of the game. But I threw a lot of assets in there, obviously, to eventually take it. And I think once I established firm board control in the middle, that really allowed me to spread out and get the rest of the objectives as needed. So
what was, I think, a little bit luckily was your heat lens on the Dreadnought.
Yeah.
That wounding on a 5, you're wounded and damage 5 in a row. So that was actually over almost, because probably the Dreadnought, if your shooting would be in this case, statistically he would lose probably another 2 to 4 wounds, but he still could go for the assault against the succubus. So maybe there I could go, and when I kill her I could regain wounds, so it would be handy. But yeah, taking out this Contemptor quite early robbed me 1 round of harmless shooting actually, of harming me.
Yeah.
Because you would also spend everything again on the Dreadnought to get rid of him. So my rubrics would have been unharmed, so I could shoot all the time.
Yeah. So, yeah, like I've said before, those bikes are streaky. They can either do a ton of damage or they can do no damage, or someplace in between. The heat lances needing 5s to wound most of the time. I did use a command point in order to get the second one, but it was worthwhile to destroy that thing. So. Other than that, in the future, I know I'm going to keep building up my Drukhari force, get some heat lances for sure in the form of raiders. And,
today he purchased Scourges.
Yeah, I have mixed feelings about that, but they'll be fun to paint, and that's a thing. So
okay, so guys, then I hope you enjoy it. As probably you can see, we are still a little bit affected by the late night. We finished, I think it was 3 o'clock.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, so thanks for watching this. Subscribe and leave comments below for us, and see you later.
Yep. Bye bye.